praise break moment came as I was watching and observing today. I know many of you may not be into science and things that happen, but SpaceX, uh, they had a thing today, and that was the returning of a rocket booster capability back to its home launch base, kind of a first of its kind feat. No one's ever been able to do it, and so they were successful today at returning a rocket booster with guidance and these extenders that came out from the station called they called them chopsticks catch the actual rocket booster back into the launching base. And that was a big deal. And I think we'll get Joe to kind of show you what that looked like. But I had a different thought as I looked at it because of what I saw and heard. Not only did we get a chance to see it happen for those that watched it live, but you were also able to hear the people who had come out to see the feat. And I just heard the celebration and the clapping and the jubilance that came from them seeing this successful feat. And it gave me a different perspective about my praise. Oh, yeah. And I think it'll be fitting for today. Um, I don't know how many of you all can relate to this, but think about it. My rocket boosters in my own life have been off position for much longer than this, but I still have a God that still catches me. And so I don't know that celebration was a little bit loud and a little bit rambunctious, but I wonder, do we celebrate God in the same way? Yeah, I've been off course before, just like those booster rockets. I've been off pattern. I've shifted out of orbits in my life. I've been out of scope. I've been headed way off course before, but the chopsticks from heaven still caught me and brought me back to the base. I don't know whether you can shout to a SpaceX or should we be shouting to a heavenly God who is not an unknown variable as X is in mathematics. I know who he is. And I think the shout there for our praise break is we know who he is. I'm not going to celebrate a SpaceX moment more than a heavenly God's able to catch me and bring me back home whenever I'm falling astray, whenever I'm off course. The chopsticks of heaven always grab us and brings us back in. And I just had a thought about that. How many times has he caught me? How many times has he brought me back home? How many times has he given me a place to land safely? How many times have he done a miracle where nobody could grab me but him? Nobody could collect me like him. Nobody could bring me in the way that he did. And I just found a praise break in that we celebrate a lot of things in this life, but I'll never celebrate anything on this earth more than I'll celebrate a God who catches me every time. And he don't need big feats and to be streamed live on television to do it. He does it sometimes in secret. He does it sometimes when I need him the most. He does it when it's an emergency in my life. How many times has he done that for you? And so I pray that praise break for somebody to remember those chopsticks of heaven. Yeah, they're much bigger than Elon Musk could ever create. God's hands are way better and more fitting to catch us and bring us home every time. We know that science is great, and that was a great feat for science. But I just know somebody who transcends above all of that and has caught us and will continue to catch whoever calls upon his name. He can catch you and pull you in and bring you back home safely.